Last week we reviewed Barrage, the rhinoceros beetle, so I figured this week it'd be fun for Transformer Tuesdays to review his 2-pack counterpart, Chop Shop the Stag Beetle. Although I guess 3-pack if you count Minotaurus, the tiny little weaponizer dude. This guy's real fun. Let's just do a little review of him right now. Get him out of the way, but he's just a little tiny bot. I love this scale. So fun. But he just got big old chonky hands there. Can't really hold something, but good for punching. And he's just a cool looking bull type robot. Transform him. We're just gonna flip all this out. You're gonna rotate his head around. And then we're just gonna kind of slide these to the side. And we're gonna bring this up and then just kind of click these guys together like so, and you just make a big old hammer and you can smash some dudes with it. And this can be held by your average size deluxe type dude, or anybody really, although your legends are smaller are gonna have trouble holding it. But let's set that to the side and get to looking at this fella after we look at this box, because I just want to absorb that artwork a little bit more. I wish we had a trading card of that. That just looks so cool. You can pause it though if you want to look at it longer. Well, here he is, Chop Shop, the Stag Beetle, and he is super cool looking. He's just a tank of a bot, just a bug tank. I love it. All these guys are just killer bug bots. Now, I will say, I have his weapon stored on the bottom here. There's a little peg, and I just plugged that in to put his big blaster underneath, and I just have his 2 blasters up top plugged in. You can see there's a little bit of a hole for blast thing down there as well, with that plugged in there. But you can just set that to the side as well, or you can plug that in up here. Another look you can do is remove that, plug that in right there, plug this in the back, and you can get that sort of look. That's alright. I don't like it as much though. That's why I had it the other way. But you can also just remove all the weapons in general and set those to the side for the right now, and just look at him as a pure bug bot. And he's cool. I like it. There's not much to him. The only real articulation he has is you can move his pincers. So you can grab some dudes or do a thing with it, but that's it. Everything else, he's just a static bug robot, but I dig it. It's cool. It's what you're expecting with something like this. I had the Combiner Wars Chop Shop from like, what, 10 or so years ago, but I lost him somehow when I was doing my last move. A number of things just disappeared, and you know, that was one of them. Sad to say, because he was a real cool bot. So I can't do a comparison side by side, but I want to say I like this guy a little bit more, except the other one had more red. This one has predominantly a dark brown color scheme, which looks good, but I miss the very dark red that the other one had. And I'll just clip in a picture of it right now. But yeah, this guy is real cool looking. We got the translucent plastic. Now the thing is, just like this guy right here, they're pretty much the same bot, just remolded a bit. It's essentially the same transformation, and they just retooled it, which is cool. But I like this guy quite a bit. The white pops on him just like on the other one we saw. His red accents look great. We got the big old red eye there. Got the little red detailing. Right there we have that Wrecker logo. That's cool. I can dig that. I like the little silver accents right there. And just looks nice. Even the little silver pen there looks good, as far as just like blending in well to the robot aesthetic. As you saw right there, his arms come unpegged pretty easy. Those just tab in pretty simply. Undercarriage looks pretty smooth. Not much to it. It's not very ugly. But yeah, you can't even move the legs or None really. It's just there he is, but he's fun. Let's transform the sucker. And transforming him is super easy. Even easier than the last one. Just pop the arms off, and you can see they just have the little tabs that tab in there, but it's super easy peasy. And then just kind of unclick that, because that has a loose tab in, and you're just gonna fold the legs up there. You can close that off and bring the feet out, then spin them around at the waist and bring these in. Now turn them around and just pull the hands out. And then all you gotta do is bring these out, fold them like that, and then push these suckers all the way up to reveal the head. And that's your robot. Split the leg. There he goes. Very cool. Very cool. Super simple though, not much to him. Even easier than Barrage. He's just like Barrage but with less steps, honestly. He looks good though. He's got a killer looking bot. I love the colors. I'm very partial to this guy because orange is pretty much my favorite color. Helps if I straighten his legs out proper. But yeah, he's super cool looking. I like the translucent orange there with the Decepticon logo printed on. The red right there on his shoulders now pops really good. The red accents there. Same with on the feet. A little bit of red there. Got that same silver from before. From the back, pretty clean. Not really kibbly. You got the legs just kind of sticking off the arms a little there, but I think that looks cool. This is a great looking guy. I like him a lot. Now you do have all those weapons from before, so you can just double wield these, but you can combine them as well with this thing right here and make a super big old thing, whatever the hell that is. But turn that into a big old blaster there. Or maybe one big blaster and one regular gun. But he has this hole right on his back, which is perfect for pegging in weapon storage there. So I like to plug in his big blaster right there. I think that just looks cool. And then just have him dual wield his smaller weapons there. I think that's pretty kicking. But I mean, that's so flippin' cool. And that's a look at him holding Minotaurus as a big old hammer. Or as I like to call him, Bullnir. But this guy just looks fantastic. Great sculpted details, as we mostly saw on the previous version, because it's just a recolor, slight retool of the other one we looked at as well. But looks great. I love the translucent plastic there, as we saw. Love all the little tiny details and just the good sculpting. And the head sculpt is fantastic. I love that so much. Everything pops so well. Very clean too. The only thing that wasn't really clean on my guy was a little bit of not looking perfect with the red on them shoulders. But whatever. He's awesome. I like this guy quite a bit. Great articulation. Can move out there like that, but can also spin all the way around too. And spins right there at the mid bicep, you know, and you got that shoulder. You do have that big old hollow gap in the arm there, but that's for the wrist folding in, and the wrist just slides in due to the transformation, but it can't slide around. You can technically pop these off, but they're not really intended to, but you can do something with that if you want. It's yeah, see, but there ain't really no reason to do that like there is on the other fella, because it doesn't impede or help out his transformation at all. But yeah, this dude's pretty cool. I like him a lot. You know, the articulation is crazy good with the leg as far as going out there, this will pop open pretty easy as you're moving things around, so be careful with that. You can spin right there too. You got the knee, it's pretty good. Don't really have too much as far as ankle, but you do have a tiny bit of ankle tilt, but not a whole lot. The head moves around from side to side, but that's about it. And you got the waist there. I think that about covers it, and then everything else is just transformation, not really articulation. But let's straighten him out and then transform the sucker, huh? So, like, you know, get him all nice and straight, and there, let's go. So he's all straightened up and ready to transform. First thing you want to do is swing the wrists into the main part of the arm there. Then rotate the legs like that. Pop out those back legs from the back there and open this up like that and fold the ankles down. And now we're just folding these on up like that there. And you can click them together before or after, but bring them up like that and then click them together solid, and then you're gonna just go down like that, and it's just gonna be like, it's not really a noisy tab, but you feel it, and it just kind of tabs into place. Then you're just putting these tabs into these holes here on the side, and they don't lock in super secure, but they just kind of tab in there good enough. And the only thing left to do is just pop these down to cover up the robot head, and there you go. We're back to Beetle mode. I guess you can close these up to be more natural. There we go. Beetle mode, looking hella cool. And then you can just attach these however you like. And that's my preferred method of storage for him being a big old demolition, blasting, mechanical tank of a bug. He just a death bringer. And why not have Minotaurus join the fight? But yeah, this Amazon pack was absolutely fantastic, and I had a whole lot of fun with it when it first came out, and I'm having a whole lot of fun with it now, just pulling it out to play with again, because they're just fun bots, real cool. I'm a sucker for the bugs. They're a lot of fun. And oh hey, you know what? Got to bring out Insecticon, my OG transforming bug robot. That's my absolute favorite. I've had this thing since I was just a kid, and that's got to be my favorite, just for nostalgia value. But you got your two stag beetles there, real cool. This one, of course, much more mechanical and much more like a war machine. Very cool. But yeah, this guy, straight up bug, soft spot in my heart. But I will say this guy's a lot more solid and just a whole lot of fun. You know, he doesn't have the wings opening up like that other guy, and you can watch my video on him if you want to check it out. But all the same, this guy is just a ton of fun. He's, you know, really clean looking underneath. Just a great beetle bot, and if you get that box set, it's still available on Amazon. I checked before recording this. It's still the retail price of like $50, so you know, this is a good deal for the two of them. You know, I think it's like $55 for the 2/3 pack, and you're getting two deluxe size bots and a little tiny dude as well. This is a lot of fun. These guys kick ass, and if you like Transformers, and of course you do if you're watching this thing, I give this a high recommendation. You know, this guy by himself is just a solid 8 out of 10, but the box set itself is a 10 out of 10 just because it's so good. Anyhow, thank you for hanging out. We'll have more Transformer fun for you next week, and a bunch of comics and some Lego stuff in between, so we'll see you then.